In today's video, we will be going through the 5 essential components of any successful transformation. The first thing that we're going to be covering, the first thing that I'd like you to think about is some form of rigid boundaries. To go with the rigid boundaries, every successful transformation that I've ever been a part of, there's been some form of objective, personal, regular monitoring. So we've got boundaries, we've got some way of knowing that what we're doing is working. To go with those, we're going to have some form of structure, i.e. you don't really want to be winging it. You've got a set of rules that you can follow. Every single successful transformation will have some form of physical exercise. And then the fifth and final, probably the most important, and it's usually the thing that people struggle with, is delayed gratification, or some way of managing your personal expectations. So the first point we're looking at is boundaries. When I talk about boundaries, I'm talking about some form of personal boundary, some form of rule that you have set on yourself. Whether that's calorie counting, whether that's time restricted eating, whether that's fasting, whatever your own personal boundaries are, they are essential. When I talk about personal monitoring, what I'm actually referring to is some form of regular check-in with yourself. Whether that's scales, whether that's measurements, whether that's pictures, whatever that is, some form of regular personal objective monitoring is vital. So when we talk about structure, what I mean is you're not winging it. You are following a plan, so you know exactly what you are doing day in, day out. You've got a rigid, structured plan that you can follow. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Danny Wilson. I'm a transformational lifestyle coach. If today's presentation has interested you and you are looking at starting your own body transformation, if you click the link below, you can join my newsletter and I'll send you a readable version of today. One of the most overlooked boundaries, and something which I focus on heavily with clients, is prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. To go with the boundaries that we set around sleep, something else which I've found incredibly successful when working with clients is implementing some form of time-restricted eating. Now, when I talk about time-restricted eating, I'm not talking about intermittent fasting. I'm talking about putting a restriction on the time of day that you consume all of your meals to give your digestive system a chance to regenerate and repair overnight before we hit it again the next day. 2 key examples of personal monitoring, which I use with pretty much all of my clients, is daily weighing and regular progress pictures. Now, the daily weighing sparks fear in a lot of people's minds because they've not been shown the correct way to monitor their physical progress. When we look at the third point there, structure, what I mean is that we're going to be focusing on implementing daily ritual and routines to your day, which are focusing on a single objective. So the fourth point here, exercise. Every single successful physical, mental, and emotional transformation is going to involve some form of physical exercise. For some people, that literally could just be going for a walk every single day, which ties in quite nicely to number 3, which is the structure. For others, it could be a fully structured strength training protocol. So this brings us on to the 5th and final point. And in my opinion, this is the most vital element of any successful transformation. It's more than likely the thing which you have fallen down on in the past. We're looking at delayed gratification. We are looking at managing expectations. If you come into any program expecting the world, you are going to be disappointed and you are going to give up really, really quickly. So the ability to delay that gratification, the ability to know that if you do X, Y, and Z day in, day out, you 100% are going to get to where you want to go. If you've enjoyed this presentation, if you found some value and some use from it, and you're looking to start your own successful body transformation and join the list of the hundreds of people that I've personally helped all around the world, you can click the link below and we'll have a conversation.